What's going on, everybody? It's Carson. And today I want to talk about something super simple and super easy so you guys can get going with social dynamics and so forth. But yeah, so how do you make new friends and how do you meet new people? How do you meet new girls? How do you meet new guys? How do you talk to parents and stuff? This is just generally like really easy social dynamics, super quick and easy so you guys can learn and you guys can get the most super fast. But anyways, so first of all, how do you meet new friends and how do you make it easy? Well, essentially, again, it's easy. You do it this way. You walk up, put one foot in front of the other. You say, hello, my name is, and then you say whatever it is, Carson, Julie, Marie, whatever your name is. And then you say, hey, what's up? I'm Carson. What's your name? Again, that's the little thing that we used to do back in the day. We would walk up, we'd say, hey, I'm Carson. What's your name? And they'd say, oh, I'm Charles. Say, hey, Charles, do you want to be friends? That's the way that we used to do it back in the day. But nowadays, when you get older, teenage years, or even actually beyond that, guess what happens? Things get more complicated, unfortunately. You can't just be like, hey, you want to be my friend? It's not how it works anymore. So you got to use essentially like little sub-communications, or what's like an easy word? Just say little things. You have to use little things to communicate to the person that you want to be friends, which is simple and easy. It's as simple and easy as you walking up saying, hey, what's up? I'm Carson. What's your name? And then they tell you their name. And if their name's like weird, just be like, so is that like a French name or something? Did your mom give you that name, or are your parents from like France or something? Or just say something stupid. It really doesn't matter. But really what's important there is to actually engage with the person. You gotta spice things up a little bit, because people are bored. People, when someone walks up to them and they're like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. What's your name? They're not really into that. What people are into is someone that's engaging, someone that wants to get things going. So when you walk up and you start getting things going and getting things grooving, even if you're someone that's shy or even boring, if you even just walk up to them, that alone by itself is going to light people up. They're going to be like, oh, this is not normal. Especially like when I say hi to someone or say, hey, what's up, how's your day been? No one ever gets that, because no one goes up to people and tries to make friends with them. So their whole life lightens up, and it's absolutely amazing to see the look on their face. But what I think is most important here is just start talking. That's all you need to do. Like I made a friend a while ago. Actually, to be honest, I forgot his name. I haven't talked to him since, because I think he like moved schools or something. But I was sitting waiting for my parents to pick me up. Saw this kid, he was just chilling out, so I decided, hey, might as well go make a new friend. What else am I gonna do? Sit on my phone? So I walked up, I said, hey, what's up, man? I'm Carson. He said, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. I actually forgot his name. Bad on my part. But and then we started talking and stuff. And then his friend came over. Then I introduced myself to his friend. And then we started talking and stuff. And I was like, hey, do you play basketball? I don't play basketball. I know nothing about basketball. And he's like, yeah, basketball is amazing. I like play it. I'm on like the team or something. And I was like, what's like so interesting about basketball? I'm not really too interested in basketball, but like what gets you interested? Simple question. It doesn't have to be like an interview where you ask the person, hey, what's your name? What are your passions? It doesn't have to be like that. But just let it be free-flowing and just get into it. And other things like, how do you talk to parents? With parents, it's actually way more simple, because most parents, they know how to talk to children and so forth. You just walk up, say, hey, what's up? My name's Carson. It's nice to meet you. The nice to meet you part is like amazing, because they never get it. Make sure you shake their hand, go in. Again, it's your right hand, so it looks like the left hand from where you're standing, or from what you're seeing, but the right hand. You go in with the right hand, and you shake their hand. Give them a nice, firm handshake. Not too hard, not too wimpy. Just give them a firm handshake. And then after that, you're good. You just keep on talking. You say, hey, so you're out here to see the basketball game, right? Is your kid playing? And if they're like, oh, no, my son wanted to see his friend play. And I'll say, oh, do you know who's his friend? And then like you start talking about basketball. Say, yeah, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of basketball. And they'll be like, oh, why are you not a huge fan? See, look, you talk the same way that you talk to your friends. You just make it a little bit more adult friendly, if you know what I mean. Like you just kind of like put in more sophisticated words, you start just jiving and stuff. That's really what parents love. They love kids that will talk to them. Trust me, I know way too well. I talk to a lot of parents, and I love talking to them because what it does is it flexes my skills, and it makes me start to really understand how these parents work and stuff. So what are like some takeaway points you guys can take home right now? First thing is approach. You have to approach the person. By the way, I have a podcast about this whole friend-making thing. It's called The Cold Approach. I'll actually link it, or do like an annotation link in the bio, but or in the description below. But the cold approach, that's what I told you about, just approaching the person, going up and saying hi. It's called a cold approach. You don't really know them, so you just go up and say hi. But yeah, so do that cold approach because you don't know them, so it's a cold, like it's cold. If you knew them, it would be a warm approach. So you would go up and say hi, hey, what's up? And you know who they are and stuff. But it's a cold approach, so you got to go up, say hi. The introduction, that's number one. First point, you got to introduce yourself. Go up, say, hey, what's up? My name is Carson. Then you start jiving with them. You say, hey, what's your name? And then they say their name. And then if you find something cool, just be like, hey, those shoes are like really nice. Where'd you get those shoes? Something simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can be like, dude, the weather this week has been fantastic. Something like that. Don't make it rocket science. So number two, do a comment. Something that will get the other person talking. And just start talking. Again, you got to get this thing jiving. You got to get it flowing. It's like a frozen hose. You got to go out there with the matches and the fire, and you got to like heat up the hose to where it gets water, to where it turns into water, and then it gets flowing. Or like another way to describe it is, say that you're making a fire just out of sticks and wood, and you have nothing else. So you have to spin the sticks and stuff, and you got to have like the leaves and stuff, and you got to catch the leaves on fire, and then you got to add more stuff in there. But at first it's so hard, you got to go like this, and you got to spin the stick and stuff, and then sooner or later it goes, and then like you start adding stuff on there, like leaves and stuff, and tinder and all that. Sooner or later you have this huge fire, where it start with a lot of effort at first. So when you're talking to someone, you got to put in a lot of effort. You got to say, hey, those are pretty nice shoes. And you got to say, yo, you have some really cool style. I really like your style. Like, what makes you like that style so much? And then they'll say, oh yeah, like I like this style because of this. And stuff like that. So again, number one, approach, say, hey, what's up? My name is so-and-so. Two, make a comment or get things going, get things jiving, again, get things flowing. Get the fire going, essentially, like what I did with that other metaphor. Third thing, start asking questions. You got to start asking questions. Say, hey, what inspires you to play basketball so much? Or, hey, are you into water polo or something stupid? It doesn't even matter. Then start talking like that. Sooner or later, you will get into really good conversations. But again, you got to have the courage to go up and say hi. That's really all you got to do. Just have the courage, go up, say, hey, what's up? My name is Carson, or whatever your name is. And then you just got to keep on talking. You got to keep on flowing. You got to get things going. Again, get things going like that, and that'll help you out a lot. So if you guys got any questions, hit me with them in the description or in the comments below. I will definitely keep those open for you guys, and I'll try to get back to them immediately or as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. Again, follow me on Instagram, Carson Kendrick, CarsonKendrick. Follow me there on SoundCloud, SoundCloud/Carson Kendrick. What else? I mean, that's it. Subscribe to me here because I'm going to be putting out a lot of cool stuff. I'm trying to get this thing going so you guys can get the most benefit out of this, and you can really learn from my mistakes and the stuff that I've learned over the years, and stuff like that. So thanks for checking in with me today. It's been Carson Kendrick. I love you guys. Subscribe, get that notifications bell. You'll see it around somewhere. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.